Good day, friends. Good day, lovely humans. And good day, all the moral creatures on this planet. I bid you a beautiful day. Today's title, or our little chat, goes like this. Moral bankruptcy. Is the worst thing happened to many in our civilization? Yes, we assuming that we are a very bankrupt society. If you're looking on a dollar sign or a euro sign, countries are bankrupt, states are bankrupt in the bigger countries, cities are bankrupt, and many families are bankrupt financially. Yet not too many people are talking about the morality bankruptcy that it's looming over our society, civilization for 5, 6, 7,000 years, and even before. Yet we start now observing it a bit more. So how moral is that one or group of very tiny percentage of population owns pretty much everything on the planet, all the resources, all the land, and all the money. Money just as a reference to exchanging these goods. So they don't only own the goods they are selling to others, but they own the actual element of exchange, which is money. We cannot get out of this. Cannot get out of this state of financial bankruptcy until we realize that we were totally bankrupt morally. We're bankrupt emotionally. We're bankrupt spiritually, and one of the key ones is our integrity. We lost, as a civilization, as a humanity, a grip. What does it mean, an integrity of one being? What is really moral within our inner guts, like within our godly appearance here on the planet? Not what was morally assigned through fake laws and fake regulations enforced by very immoral and arrogant, in many cases, guys who work with the police, with the army, with the government, with the justice system. So, do these guys have any moral right to harm any other human being? Absolutely not. Yet nowadays is what they're doing, especially the army people, who go and attack other countries, other nations, other tribes, whatever. I mean, go from just recent history, still very written, very flaky. Yet we can see the moral of this story of the Second World War is that we are looming towards the Third World War. Yet this is a fake morality. So what should be a real moral story of the Second World War? That we never do the same shit ever again. Ever. And we did not stop. As a humanity, I'm talking. We did not stop after 1945. We had in the world 732 wars. Is it like, is it to you normal? Is it to you like comprehensible that we as a peaceful society, civilized society, resolving arguments only through the war, taking guns out of our whatever and we shooting around, proving that we are right? Right? Not really. Not that it's against any other rights of any other people, but it's absolutely ignorant, it's absolutely immoral, and it's absolutely disgusting for the people who are immoral. Energetically, I'm talking. This is unhealthy to be immoral. Very unhealthy. And this is what's coming. It's already here, yet not too many are linking these two together. Immorality, being ignorant, being deceiver, being liar, reflects on your health. Mental, emotional, physical health, spiritual health. So, who would say that any of your acts were not a reflection of your previous immoral acts at the present moment? Any of the things that you're doing or not doing, are they reflecting your immorality from a day before, or the life before, or a century before? In my view, it's absolutely linked. It's so accumulated to this point that you have no moral left. I'm talking you, don't get offended, because I'm talking in general. The society as such, it's actually abusing their immoral legal rights to remove, to kill, to obstruct, to disturb, to put them in prison people like Martin Luther King, Gandhi, Julian Assange, Trump, Snowden's, David Icke, and so on. This is where we lost it as a humanity. We lost our moral compass. And when we go to emotional level, this is where we completely bankrupt, because we are so desensitized by disgusting shows of reality TVs or so-called reality fake news, where chopping a head off is absolutely normal, being presented in a 8 o'clock p.m., yet showing a naked boob, it's PG-21 or some kind of crap that they're presenting. To me, this is a fake morality. It has nothing to do with the legality of the action. They just come up with another layer of rules that can encapsulate you more. So you become demoralized, desensitized, and absolutely unspiritualized, meaning that they will take every bit of ounce from your spiritual source. Meaning you become absolute zombie. You become zombie who receives a program messages what is at the present century moral. What is at the present century transhumanistically approachable, and you have to behave as any other robot, your next door neighbor or your co-worker, in the minds of the soul. Because what they actually mining, these dark entities, they're mining for your soul. And they found a good, let's call it, tunnel into your soul through your immorality, or to keep you oblivious that you can change. You can change on an instant. When you recognize that you do not have to follow the fake news, follow the fake psychological treatments and fake medical treatment, or fake financial treatments or suggestions they are actually putting in front of you. You can just say no. No, thank you, goodbye. Meaning that you finally start making choices by yourself. Not that you're making choices that were given to you based on your level of program, or how deeply you've been programmed. Are you MK Ultra level, or you just like a normal housewife or slave worker in the Starbucks coffee shop that will be satisfied with $15 an hour? Okay? And 2 free coffees before lunch. Why we don't hear what's actually happening in the United States? Why we don't hear the voice of the people? Majority of people vote for Trump. Everybody is yelling, Trump is not our president. What is wrong with this picture? The picture, the decision of the majority of the people say one thing, but the frontage of humanity in the United States, the fake news media, is presenting a completely different picture. So where is the disconnect? These news media, fake news media, are behaving as completely morally depressed. Yet knowing they're doing a wrong thing, but they're doing it for the right reasons, which is a financial benefit or powerful controlling benefit that they can control the masses. Even they don't understand that they are the part of these masses. They're just like a pawns in the very, very dark scheme. Game that it's really not a game, because people are dying. People suffer. But only when people decide that come out from this morality depression and start really behaving morally, no matter what the consequences, only then these fake media will just disappear, because nobody will hear them. Nobody will turn their channel to see Whoopi Goldberg being whooped out left and right, claiming that she is something very humoristic, funny, or borderline disturbingly immoral. And she has a prime show on TV. So to me, there is nothing worse but having audacity to say these things out loud in public, yet knowing that you're absolutely wrong. So, to me, time is here. Time has come. Time is of no essence for you, because your time is now to be gone from this beautiful planet for whoever is morally bankrupt. Whoever would rather sell their soul for a handful of dollars, which are basically at the present moment useless, worthless. If they offer you a couple of bitcoins, then you can maybe consider. How many of you would decide and dare to go into a legal action against NSA, National Security Agency, CIA, FBI, Microsoft, who is the manufacturer of the Windows, which caused very purposeful damage to many other countries and many other businesses in the other countries to prove their whatever they want to prove. In this case, they just want to interfere with Trump's legal actions against these kind of atrocities that can be done as a cyber attacks. And this is exactly what they're doing. Next day, after the Trump signed an executive order to prevent these kind of cyber attacks and to actually take a responsibility, to put the responsibility on the entities who are creating these kind of cyber weapons, like NSA, to spy, to obstruct, to threaten, to put a ransom on everybody's head who has been recorded. And their moral right would be to say, okay, you said a wrong word. You said the Russians, you said fuck, you said fascism or whatever, and they can put the blame on you. So who gave them this moral right or immoral right to blame you for anything? Because they took, without asking you a permission, to spy on you. You have absolute right to say, no, I don't want to be spied. Period. Period. There's nothing you can claim on anybody else if you obtain these informations through spying, through stealing. Anyway, there's no point on this story except when we realize that you are morally bankrupt, what else to do? Is there a bank that we can go and borrow some more morality? Don't think so. I mean, there is one. It's inside of you to start making moral choices that will not hurt others, and they will actually help others to get free because you are standing free. So get out of this moral bankruptcy. Get out of this by stating your truth, by being honest with yourself and with Prime Creator. Stop judging Prime Creator for you had something done wrong or somebody else did wrong to you. This is not Prime Creator's fault. It's absolutely your responsibility. If somebody do wrong to you, say it out loud. Don't worry about your life. As soon as you say it, Prime Creator will be there to protect you. Not some freaky fake angels with the guns or with the blades or any crap like this. No. Your moral stand will actually heal you instantly, and you'll be unpenetrable for any kind of damages against your morality, against your integrity. So, be moral, be integral, and stay in peace.